Hey guys, let's talk about the classes. Classes should never get in the way of your personal training sales. As a matter of fact, if we're clever, we can enhance our ability to sell and keep the clients happy, keep the gym owner happy, and get what you want, which is more sales. So let's talk about the classes for a minute. A couple of you guys let me know that, hey Dan, the classes seem to get in the way of doing the free orientation, or hey, I don't need training, I'm doing the classes, I'm happy with that. I know it's a natural reaction to want to kind of fight the classes, right? And kind of, thumb our nose at the classes and make the classes look bad. I've seen trainers do this for years. I mean, going back 15, 20 years. Same story. Don't fight the classes. As a matter of fact, swim with it. Okay, that's a term I use a lot. Swim with it. Somebody tells you they want to take the classes, encourage them. Be like, if they say that, fantastic, great, take that class. What you do is you count on the 1-2 punch, right? One punch in a fight is good. The 1-2 punch is better. We're going to give them the 1-2 punch. So you've got training over here, you've got class over here, right? And there's this division between the two. You want to bring these two together. It's easy. Somebody says, hey, I want to take the class, or, I'm just going to take the class instead of doing this. I say, let's do both. Let's combine the power of both. Let's give it the 1-2 punch. So you can always turn that, that kind of negative in your mind, turn it into a positive. Say, Mrs. Jones, imagine if you worked out with us a couple times a week and you stick doing your classes. Whew. You're going to knock it out of the park. So I'm glad you're doing the classes. Let's do the class and let's do some work with me as well. Let's combine the two. Guys, the minute that somebody picks up on the fact that you're not fighting, listen, people don't want to be convinced that they're doing something wrong. No one, as trainers, we and listen, I've been guilty of this. Since we know what to do as trainers, it's so hard to not correct somebody, right? Because you're watching this poor person doing these silly exercises or, some crazy diet or wasting time, doing cardio that's never going to be enough stimulus to really see any difference. And you just want to take the person and say, look, let me change this for you. But nobody wants to be really corrected, okay? Out on the workout floor, trainers are always correcting people like, oh, Mrs. Jones, you do the lat pull down like that, you're going to rip your shoulders out of the sockets. I never did that, and I would ask you to not go that way. If you see somebody doing something dumb, say something nice to them. Like, hey, you know what? Looks like you're really putting a lot of effort into that. Or, you know what? This is a really good exercise. And instead of correcting them, maybe you just say, hey, I've got a little variation on that exercise you might really like. Or, hey, could I give you a tip? Something that I use with my clients that they really like. That way you're not hurting this person. You're not making them feel like they're doing something wrong. Okay, so that same idea applies to the classes. So somebody says, hey, I'm going to do the classes. Root them on. Be like, great, do the classes. Imagine if we combine what you're doing in the classes a couple times a week with what we could do, me and my trainers with you for a couple times a week. I mean, it's going to be an absolute home run. I mean, it's going to be like adding gas to the fire, right? So that's my tip on the classes. Swim with them. Guys, no matter what somebody tells you, no matter what a client tells you, swim with them, okay? Somebody tells me, I don't need trainers. I have a friend that's a trainer. Well, most trainers want to instantly attack, right? Well, you can't train here, and that trainer probably doesn't know anything anyway. Swim with them. Don't get in the fight, right? You know how it is. Win the argument, lose the sale, right? That's an oldie. It's true. You might be right, but you might lose the sale. Why bother? Somebody tells me I got a friend that's a trainer. Great. 1-2 punch. Imagine what you're going to do with us, and if your friend, the trainer, has additional stuff or info they can give you, even better. We're here to have you succeed. So swim with it, no matter what they tell you. Okay, that's why when we do objection handling, we don't fight them. Somebody says, I got to check with my husband. I understand. It's too much money. I understand. I got to mull it over for a few days. I understand. And then we offer, what do we offer? An option, a solution, right? Options and solutions. They give us the issue, we give them the option. I can't afford it. Here's something you can afford. Got to check with my husband. Here's a program you might be able to do without checking with him. But we're giving them those options. Okay, so let's recap this real quick. I know I'm a little all over the place. As far as the classes go, the classes are great. Mrs. Jones, do the classes, but work with us too. Combine it. 1, 2, punch. On floor pulls, don't correct them. Let me back up. You can correct them. Don't criticize them. Okay. Instead of, hey, that's bad. Say, Mrs. Jones, let me give you a tip. Or Mrs. Jones, I have a variation on that exercise you might really like. Let me show it to you. And then the person's like, okay, right? That door is always open, right? Keep the door open, right? We swim with them, swim with them, swim with them. And when we swim with them, we're going down a nice stream, everything's nice, flowing down the stream, nice cool water, everything's good, right? What happens when you swim against the stream? You 10 times the effort, the water's splashing you in the face, you're going upstream, it sucks. So swim with them, okay? That's the tip of the day. So the classes are good, just combine it with what you and your trainers do. Explosion of sales. I'm proud of you guys. Nice work out there. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.